everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina. Just a really quick update on my craft room as we're winding down 2013. I thought I would do a quick what changed in my craft room kind of tour, and there's a couple of changes. One thing that you probably noticed from my last room tour was the paint color. I went from like this teal color to a soft, really soft tan color. I know the paint is Bare by Home Depot, and the color was Baja something, and I can't remember the name of it, but if I find that little card, you know, the paint sample that tells me the color, I will go ahead and link that below. I know it was Baja, but I don't remember, and there was another word, but I don't remember what the other word is. So, but anyway, like I said, I will, if I find that, I will definitely go ahead and link that below. I thought I would start with my desk. I get a lot of questions about my desk. This is from IKEA. I don't think IKEA makes it anymore. I know it's not on their website, and I don't know if it's in the stores because my local IKEA is about 2 hours away, and I haven't been there in about 2 years. So, but anyway, it's a glass top desk. It has the glass, then there's a space in between where I can kind of stick things in, and then there's the desk, and then the legs are separate. I keep my score buddy and my diagonal plate for my other scoreboard on there, and then the bottom shelf is just a container that has embellishments sorted on it. On the front of it, I put a 3M hook that holds my paper trimmer, and then on the other side of my desk holds my scoreboard, which I have hung up on my leg of my desk with the 3M hook as well. So on the corner of my desk, I keep this basket. This is kind of my replacement for my Making Memories carousel that I love the carousel, but I found every time I kind of spun it or when I started working on things, stuff would get like kind of underneath the carousel, and when I turned it, everything would fall on the floor. So I decided to try this basket system. This is, I haven't really worked with it yet. I just kind of put this in here not too long ago. I have this wire basket that I got at TJ Maxx, and then I have these little buckets in here that I use to sort, like this one has all of my adhesive in it. I have my tweezers hooked on the side there. And then I have some of my most used, like scissors and my crocodile, my tiny attacher, and my acrylic blocks are in here as well. And then I also had room to go ahead and stick my heat tool in there, and then I have my Tim Holtz ruler there. This mat right here is my Making Memories mat. I've had this for quite some time. It measures 17 by 23 inches. I got it at Amazon a while ago. It's a great mat. The only thing I had a hard time with this mat is keeping it clean. But I did find using a rubbing alcohol to get the adhesive off, and then using the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser bar on it, it kept it really clean. But then I went ahead and was doing my nails one day, and I got it all smeared up. So the white grid kind of bled off, so from nail polish remover. But underneath this, I have my mat that I'm going to be using now, which is from, it's called a Vantage, and I ordered that also from Amazon. And this one measures 18 by 22, which I don't, no, 18 by 12. Where did I get 22 from? 18 by 12. And what I did, this is what I'm going to be using now for filming. And then underneath I have just a Rubbermaid shelf liner that grips onto this really good, and will keep it in place for when I am working on a project. So that's really helpful. And then underneath the glass is where I keep my Stampin' Up! Pad. On this side of my desk, I have this unit that I got from TJ Maxx, and in here I keep stuff like my Stampin' Scrubber. That little notebook is where I keep all of my list of supplies I used for projects. I have some holiday card stuff that I was working on, setting up my Christmas cards. And then in the front two sections are kind of like lotion and my remote for my camera, my calculator, and just some odds and ends things like Post-it notes and stuff like that. So I keep that right there in quick reach. And then I also have on my desk right now my phone, which I usually don't keep here. It's only here now because I'm in here. But I have my new Filofax. I just picked this one up. This is the Malden Okra, and I've been waiting forever for this to come back in stock, and it finally came back in stock on Pens and Leather. They only had a couple left when I was ordering, but I'm so thrilled about this. And this is the one I use at work. This has all my work information in it, and I'll do a video on my setup of it once I get it all set up for 2014. So right now it's just here for me to work on. This is my home planner. This is my Erin Condren planner that I got back in early November, and I've been using it, keeping up with all the stuff that needs to get done with the holidays and stuff like that. So it's come in handy, and I also will be using it for 2014 to plan out all of my blog postings and stuff like that. So right now those are what's on my desk. My Erin Condren's always on my desk because I do use that at home, and this won't always be here because that's just here while I set it up for 2014 because I'm on vacation and I don't go back to work until January 2nd. So the first thing I wanted to share, above my Expedite, I found this awesome frame. It's got like a chicken wire in it, and I had those hangers, those little hangers right there from probably maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I know that they're not available anymore, and I used those this year. I use this frame. I want to use it for family photos and stuff, but for right now I'm just using it to display some of my Christmas kind of projects that I worked on, some cards and stuff. There were more cards, but I took them down because they were being sent off to people. It came with little clothes hangers, but I found I liked using the actual hangers, no, clothes pins, and I liked using the clothes hangers to hook stuff up there. So I love that. Found it great bargain. It was on clearance at TJ Maxx, and I got that maybe a month or two ago. So great system, and I have that right above my Expedite system, which on the top of my Expedite, I have my sewing machine, which I made a new sewing cover for, or new cover for the top of it with some material that I had, and I loved the pattern. The purple color and that tan color matched my walls perfectly, so I decided to make a new sewing machine cover, and I also made myself some curtains, so I was pretty proud of myself on that one. Next to that, I'm working on a little scarf, and then I have a basket right here that I have some Christmas music in, and then my OttLite there. So I have an Expedite that has the 4 or 8 different sections. There's 4, depending on how you set it up, 4 going across, 2 rows down. They have other ones that you can, they're a whole more sections, but I really love this one, and I have done it 2 different ways. I've done it this way, which is where it's laying down on its side and the 8 go across, or I've done it standing up where it's 2 across and 4 down. I've found that I really like it better this way. So let me just kind of go over each of the sections. First, let me show you, I'm not going to show you what's in these drawers. This is all office supplies. So I have these little units, and you could purchase these separately, and I don't have them. You can mount them in there. So I don't have mine mounted, so they kind of slide back, but the wall's back there, so it doesn't go back too far. But that's all office supplies in those 2 sections. So this is one unit, and it has 2 drawers, and then another unit with another 2 drawers. So I keep, like I said, my office supplies there. But let me just show you this section here. This basket right here I bought at Hobby Lobby for 50% off when they were having a 50% off sale not too long ago, and I kind of went with a black and white and purple kind of theme with my decor, so you'll see a little bit more purple in my closet is where it is really. So but anyway, this basket is where I have all of my I'll give you a sneak peek. This is Stampin' Up! Stuff that's going to be released. You can start ordering it in January. So this is all the new stuff that I just ordered that I have plans to start working on projects this Christmas break. So you'll be seeing more of that stuff that's in there. And then down the bottom shelf is another big wire basket. And in this basket are some mailing supply things. I have some Stampin' Up! Business stuff, and I have this is my binder that I have my catalog and stuff in. And then I have this notebook, which one of these days I'm actually going to go ahead and use this notebook. I got this at a local bookstore, and I haven't really decided what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to use it to keep record of giveaways and stuff like that I do on my blog. So that's what I keep down on that bottom shelf. Then the next section over is these 2 units right here are all of my 12 by 12 Stampin' Up! Papers, and then next to that is another one of those wire baskets that I have my paper tray ink felt, and then in there also is some odds and end things in there. I have another one of these baskets. It's a little bit smaller than the first one that I have the other stuff in. This in here has celebration stuff that'll be coming out at the end of January. That'll be running through through March, so I have that here. So I kind of, what I did was I separate all of my special sales stuff in different baskets, and this way I can kind of remember, you know, what catalog and stuff it comes from. That right there is my envelope punch board, so I love that punch board. So this unit right here has this tote bag. It's a utility tote bag that I got from 31. Somebody was having a party and I ordered a couple of things and I got this tote bag for $5 and it's fabulous. And inside it I keep all of my baker's twine and my lawn fawn twine and stuff like that. So that's all right in there. And then underneath that section, right, oh, and my power cord, so I have easy access to it if I need to plug something extra in. And then down here is my, all right, it's my Project Life 2013, which I got through a couple of weeks, and I just decided that it was consuming so much of my time, and as much as I love Project Life, I just felt like I was tied to this. I couldn't do anything else. So I kind of set it here. I've been taking pictures still. Maybe someday I'll go back and finish it, but these are my Project Life albums for 2013, and this right here is a scrapbook album from, it's got a whole bunch of miscellaneous pictures or layouts that I've done that need to be sorted. So that is my Expedite. I'm going to go ahead and show you one of the 2 units that I just recently purchased that I added to my craft room. Okay, so this unit right here looks a lot like my Alex units, which are from IKEA, which I have it sitting right next to. So this is the Alex unit from IKEA. And then this is a unit that I ordered from Amazon. All right, so for my drawers, there's 5 drawers to this. The bottom 2 drawers right now are currently empty. The second drawer is where I keep my microphone or my headphones for doing voiceovers for my videos. This drawer right here has some of my sequins and then my wood veneers. And I have 2, just to give you an idea of how deep these units are, I have 2 of these jewelry cases that I use for my wood veneers. They're stacked up one on top of each other, so they're nice depth to the drawers. So that's what I have in that drawer. And then for the top drawer, I have 2 baskets that I will probably use for something at some point, and then I keep all of my Stampin' Write markers in one of these little baskets. And these baskets I got at the dollar store along with this little green one, longer one, but perfect for keeping my pencils in. So this unit I don't keep a lot of stuff in. I really still have a lot of things I have to go through in my Alex and try to kind of combine and move things around a little bit. I'm not going to go through my Alex system. That's the taller unit right next to it. I'm not going to go through that because I've done videos on that before. That's kind of where I keep some embellishments, extra supplies of adhesives and stuff like that, like my thickers and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to kind of skip over that, but that's resides right next to my my shorter non-fake Alex units. Okay, let me kind of adjust the camera. I'll show you the next section of my room. Okay, so we just went over my 2 units here. On the floor I have one of my Organize More ink units that I've had for quite a while. I've been using these for the longest time since I was probably, I think the original one I got back in 2008. This is one that I purchased not too long ago that I use for all of my Tim Holtz inks. I don't have it hanging up right now. It's just sitting on the floor until I find a home. And then on the wall is my other organizer that has my Stampin' Up! Inks and my Hero Arts. And then I have another one of those organizers from TJ Maxx along with a picture of Ethan when he was much younger. Okay, I've showed you these units in a previous scrap room tour video, or scrap room organizing video. These are those CD, DVD racks that you can get at IKEA. They're very inexpensive. I've got 4 of them on the wall. I used to have 6 of them, but I reduced it down to 4 because I took all of my paper tray ink stamps and moved them into different cases. So I wanted to get rid of all the CD cases and stick with mainly the Stampin' Up! Plastic cases, or these cases right here that I order from Tapes online. I think they're like 88 cents a case, and I've never had problems shipping. Everything's always smooth, nothing's ever broken. So I love those units, those cases, and that's a combination of paper tray ink, Lawn Fawn, and I think Allie Edwards. stamps are all on this unit. So like I said, there's 4 of them. There's a little basket down the bottom there that has some smaller stamp sets that I don't want to put into cases. They're just kind of miscellaneous things. So yeah, so, oh, if you're wondering, the lights, that light right there, and there's another can light up there, they're from Walmart, and I use True Color light bulbs in there. That's what I use to do my photos of my finished cards. So I have one up on the top that points down because that little black unit right there is where I take my photos, and the other one is clipped down there. I just pull it off and then shine it in a different direction onto my projects. All right, so the next thing I have is my Besta shelving unit. This hasn't changed much from other videos, just the location changed. The 2 bottom baskets down here, they are my Sizzix dies. And then I have another little unit right here that has just a miscellaneous piece of paper in it. And that is empty. That is an album that I am working on. And then next to that is a little file sorter that I use to sort some of Ethan's school papers in for important like school dates. And then also I have some files in there from some clubs that we're doing for Stampin' Up. In these 2 units, or these boxes right here, I'll move in closer on those as soon as I go over the rest of it, because I want to go move in closer on something else on my unit too. These units right here, these bins, they came from Oriental Trading, and I love them. They're a little bit shorter than the Crapper Hopper ones, which I liked because they fit nicer into the Expedite. But I keep them here on my Besta shelves, and I have all of my 12 by 12 cardstock sorted there. And then I've done a video before on how I organize my 8.5 by 11 cardstock. The only thing that changed there was I got rid of my green IKEA boxes and ordered black ones because my green ones were fairly beat up. They were old as my desk, so they were about 4 or 5 years old, and they were getting in pretty bad shape. On the next shelf above that, I keep my Big Shot. And then the next shelf next to that is something I'm going to go over with you in a little bit. And then above that, I keep my Silhouette on the top, which I have some material left that I'm going to make a new cover for. I have my Copic markers in my Studio 3 Solution 3 Studio, something like that, cubbies. And then I have another one of those units from Target, or TJ Maxx, that I use for where I take my photos. And right now I am burning one of my most favorite candles for this season, which is the Sparkling Icicles Bath and Body candle. I absolutely love this candle. I ordered a couple of them when they had a $8 sale on Bath and Body's website. So, but anyway, let me move in and I will show you more detail about some of my stamp storage that I use on my Besta shelves here. So I've showed you in a previous organizing video how I store my paper tray ink dies. The only thing I did differently was I took all of these little die sets that I have in the stamp sets and put them together. So instead of having a CD case with the dies separately, I put them all inside one of these little, these are the Memorax clear CD sleeves. And so what I did was I have, like, this one doesn't even have a die, but it was one of those $5 sets, and this works perfectly, and I don't have to have a whole separate unit. I don't have to have CD cases, and everything just sorts nicely into these little sorters that I got from Target a while back. And then the one next to that, these are all of my Stampin' Up! Dies, which I just keep in their original packaging. I just add some magnetic paper to it. And now I'm going to go ahead and go down to the other shelves and I'll show you what I keep in the black boxes. Okay, so this next shelf is where I have some of those black photo boxes that I found for like $1.99 at Michael's. And what I did with these is, this one is where I'm storing some of my cards that I've recently made that I'm going to go ahead and make dividers and stuff for. This is an empty box. Then this box right here has my paper tray, or my Stampin' Up! Stamp sets that are current in the holiday catalog. And then this is an empty box below. So I purchased two of these units. They're the ones that are very similar to the Alex units. They have wheels, and this is the one that sits next to my desk, and when I'm working on something, I can wheel this right over to my desk and have it sitting next to me. Works as an extra desktop surface that if I'm working on a big project, I have someplace else to keep stuff. The top drawer is my adhesives that I don't use all the time, but I want to keep close by, like my glue dots. I have my baby wipes in here. I have extra blades for my trimmer. And then my removable adhesive is on the side here. Again, these are baskets from the dollar store. The next drawer are just kind of, I call this my junk drawer. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got extra Stamp and Mist refill. It's got pens and paintbrushes and nail files and scissors and stuff like that. This unit, or the next drawer, has my ATG gun along with a Stampin' Up paper piercing pack. And then the very next drawer is where I keep my paper tray ink, some of my paper tray ink punches. These are the ones, I have a lot of the older ones from when I was a demonstrator before that are the old style punches, but these are the flatter punches, and I keep those here so they're on hand and closer by, so when I wheel them over my desk, they're right there. And then the bottom drawer to this unit is closed, so I'm gonna, or empty, I mean. All right, so this is my craft room closet. It's really dark in there, and you could see that I took some of those older green boxes that I had, and I keep miscellaneous stuff in there, like extra envelopes, sewing supplies, older ribbon, border punches, and stuff like that are kept in those green boxes. These boxes right here I found at Michael's. They were 60% off, and I think I had a 20% off coupon. So I picked up a whole bunch of those, and they have that purple theme that I did have them on a shelf on my Besta shelf, but I decided since they are mainly used to store things I don't use that much, that they would be better off in the closet. So I have those there. They have things like thread and stuff like that, wires for my computer and my hard drive, and so I just decided it was better that it stayed right in there. This section right here has all of my office supplies, like photo paper, copy paper, that kind of stuff. And then on the wall, which I'm going to move the camera, try not to make you dizzy there, on the wall, and you can see this is the color my room was before, is that teal color. On the wall I have the rails that you can buy from IKEA, and there is where I keep all of my punches. So the top couple rows right here are older style Stampin' Up punches, and then I keep all of my other punches right on the rails along the side wall there. And then on the floor I have extra magnetic paper for my dies. I have a tote bag that has some sewing stuff in it, or not sewing, but knitting and crocheting. And then that's my printer. So what Scott did was he put the printer in the closet and then ran an extension cord in there, because I don't use my printer all the time, and this thing is huge. So we decided the best place for it is in my closet, which we just put it on top of a tray from Walmart. And when I need it, I kind of grab it until we can find something that has wheels on it and pull it out. So far I've only used it once since I put it in there, which is about 2 months ago. So on the other side of my closet wall, let's see if I can get a good angle for you. This right here is my extra lighting unit for filming. So let me just get that out of the way. And then I have this little rack right here. It's on wheels. And what I use that for is storing all of my 6x6 paper. So, well, not all 6x6 paper. The bottom shelf is all my wooden stamps. The second shelf are some 6x6 paper, and that's my rubbing alcohol. The next shelf has CDs of burned photos. Every couple months, I take my photos off of, well, I don't take them off my camera or my computer, but I burn them onto a disc and put them on my hard drive so I have backup, because I've lost photos, I can't tell you how many times, because of my fabulous computer skills. And then the top section right there is all of my 8x8, and that also has my 6x6. So that's kind of what I keep in my closet. It's a little bit more organized than it's ever been. So we probably can't see. Let me see if I can tilt this. That right there are felt, that fun foam, and then I have a box of flowers. That's that right there. The next box right there are my envelopes, and then I have a couple of odds and end things over on the side there. And then on the very top shelf, which I'm not going to angle the camera up there to show you, is where I keep my photos and stuff like that. Okay, so I turned off my light so you can see this unit a little bit better. This is my Making Memories Embellishment Center. It's where I keep my glitter, washi tape, some of my sprays, my ribbon, and miscellaneous embellishments. And that is right above my faux Alex drawers and next to my desk. So I hope you guys enjoyed my 2013 room tour and gave you a little update onto how my room looks. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you all have a fabulous Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I'll see you back here in 2014. Bye.